Hey everybody, welcome back to the garage. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please go ahead and click on subscribe and also click on the bell to receive all the updates and activities on my channel. So today we have a product review of the Ausdom AD282 Dash Cam. Full disclosure, Ausdom reached out to me and supplied this product free of charge in exchange for my review. They are not paying me for this review, but they did supply the product free of charge. So let's get into it. Some of you may be asking, what is a dash cam? Why do I need it? And what benefit does it bring me? So essentially what a dash cam is, it's a camera that you install in your vehicle. And what it does, it records footage of you driving down the road in the event that you get into an accident or something happens in your area. You witness an accident or you're in an accident or something happens. You can essentially go back to the footage that's recorded on the webcam and supply it to your insurance company, a police department, or something along that line. So also this dash cam also has the ability to record automatically in the event that the vehicle is shocked, whether it's hit or parked or something like that. The camera will turn on automatically and record 20 seconds at a time. So this is it's a 4 megapixel camera with a 130 degree field of view. So it does do wide format. It does 16 by 9 native, and then it also does 21 by 9. So depending on your playback device, 16 by 9 is pretty standard, but the new standard that's coming out is 21 by 9. That's a really widescreen format. So depending on whatever media player that you're using or whatever operating system that you're using, you may not be able to view 21 by 9, but you can view it by 16 by 9 natively. This dash cam also has HDR capabilities, and again, depending on your playback device, TVs or computer monitor, it may support HDR, it may not. All right, so that being said, why don't we take a look at the dash cam, right? So looking at it, this is the front of it. It comes with this windshield mount, which is very easy to use. Essentially, you put it on your windshield, and what you do is you just turn the knob, and the suction cup will adhere to the windshield. I've had great luck with this. It's worked out great. In the kit, it also comes up with your standard USB to micro USB interface cable to draw the images off of it onto a laptop. It also has, there's a USB interface, it also has HDMI out, there's a reset button, and then there's a power button and the memory card. So what's nice about this, in this kit, it really comes with everything that you need. Ausdom supplies you with a 16 gig SD card in the package, so you don't have to buy anything. It also comes with the 12-volt car charger and a long micro USB to USB adapter to run power to it in the event that you want to install it permanently in your car. It has an internal battery on it that will give you about 30 minutes of runtime of recording. All right, so with that being said, why don't we go ahead and turn it on and review some of the features on it. All right. Okay, so as far as options, all right, there we go. So video resolution. So this has a lot of resolutions that you can pick from. This is the one that I use, 1920 by 1080 by 45 frames per second by 16 by 9. Using this setting, it gave the best clarity on it. So much so that you can actually look at the plate on an oncoming vehicle. You can pause it and you can actually read the plate of a vehicle. So you also have some other options. You know, there's HDR, there's 19 by 20, 16 by 9, another 16 by 9 format. All right, then 21 by 9, which we were talking about. So depending on the support of your playback device, you may or may not be able to utilize this. Then it goes back to 16 by 9, 16 by 9. So right? So then going down to recycle record, essentially what that is, because what's going to happen, you're just going to be recording a lot of footage of nothing. And what recycle record will do is it will set the max length of each video file. And what will happen is it will automatically overwrite the oldest file with the newest one. So essentially, there's nothing that you need to do as far as managing file space. Just be aware that it's going to record about probably like an hour of footage before it overwrites the last file. If you want to save footage more than that, you can definitely get a larger SD card. Okay. Park mode, essentially what that is, in the event that your car is parked and it's backed into or somebody hits it, what will happen is the car will automatically start recording. The camera will start recording for up to 20 seconds. Image quality, you can use this as a camera. You can take pictures of snapshots. That will essentially change the quality of the picture. Mic setting, I'll actually turn the mic on or off. When I did all my recordings, I had the mic off. You can leave it on if you want. Stamp setting, essentially that's the date and time stamp of the video file. Driver ID setting, if multiple drivers are using the dash cam, you can set that up to identify what driver was using it. G sensor, this essentially sets how sensitive the dash cam is to a shock. It's either low, medium, or high. So if you put it on high, essentially every time you shut the door, just as an example, the camera will turn on and start recording for up to 20 seconds. White balance, essentially what that will do is it will monitor the conditions of the outside as far as sunlight, overcast, or something like along that lines. It will automatically adjust. Language, it does English and Russian. Time setup, that's pretty self-explanatory. Beep sound, if you want to turn the button on and off every time you select it, it will make a sound. Auto power off, that's nice. Essentially what will happen is if it's plugged into a 12-volt source in the car, as soon as that 12-volt source is turned off, the camera will turn off in 10 seconds. Backlight offsetting, that will essentially turn the display on and off. This one is handy. I actually didn't use it. It's essentially forward collision warning system, and what will happen is it will actually examine everything in front of you, and it will let you know if you're coming too close. I used it for a little bit, but ultimately I turned it off. That's a calibration for the forward collision warning system. Card volume, it'll allow you to look at the what's stored on the card. Driving time warning, if you've been driving for more than 1, 2, 3, or 4 hours, the dash cam will give you a warning, says, hey, you should probably pull over and take a break. Format, essentially that will format the SD card. And default setting, that will reset the dash cam to the default settings. And version info, that will tell you what version of the software that's running. Essentially, that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert some video clips. So all those clips were recording using 1920 by 1080 at 45 frames per second. And if you're going to be using a dash cam, that's the setting that you're going to be looking for, the higher frame rate. Because the higher frame rate is going to give you the best clarity in the event that you need to go back on the footage and look at it. So I'm going to give this product a thumbs up. I like it. Just for the fact that when you purchase it, it has everything that you need in the kit. You don't have to go out and buy anything else. It's just an open up the box and plug it in, and it's gonna take all the guesswork out of it, and it's gonna start working as soon as you start using it. There's really no thought process on it, and that's kind of like the best device you want to use. You just want to plug it in and have it do its thing, and it takes all the guesswork out of it for you. So. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description that will take you out to the seller's store on Amazon in the event that you want to do some additional research on it or look into more details on this particular dash cam. So as always, thanks for watching. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments box and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day. See ya.